All right, for the last segment today, here talking about Alien RPG, we're just going to go over the rest of the equipment that is in the core book. I think we're going to have some medical equipment in there, some computer equipment in there, and just other things that are going to be beneficial for your character beyond just going pew 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 with your gun and having them bounce off your armor. And we'll talk about that in just a moment. Role-playing games thrive in fantastic worlds and at inclusive tables that embrace these core values for the most positive gaming experience. Donate to the Wounded Warrior Project via the link in the description below to help, honor, and empower our wounded heroes. On Thursdays and Saturdays, watch Heathen Dog's Dirty Casuals play multiplayer video games over on Twitch. On Sundays and Fridays, join us for tabletop role-playing game content on both YouTube and Rumble. Finally, please take a quick moment to like this video and share it with both your friends and on social media. If you have not done so, please subscribe to Legion of Myth and activate that bell icon to receive notifications of new content. All right, there we go. And this will be our last, this will be our last Alien segment. If we got time, I got some comments I might go over. All right. Like I said, I told you I forget what page it was. Ha! I was right. 134. Boom. Okay, let's take a look at other equipment. We've got some computer mainframes. What does it say here to read? It says read 130 and 131. Is this 130? It is. So I guess we're going to read this page, probably because we want to learn a little something about computers. Although there are many types of computers in use throughout the territories, there are two major master systems in use on the frontier. So we got Muther. There we go. Most. Is this where they get mother from? That'd be funny if it actually is. I don't know. Most starships, space stations, and military facilities are run via sophisticated computer system called MUTHUR. Originally developed by Wayland Corporation at the end of the 21st century, we're going to go with Mother. The Mother system soon became the standard for running complex automated systems facilities. Affectionately nicknamed Mother, there we go. There's our confirmation. Affectionately nicknamed Mother by crews who utilize these computers, over the decades, various models have supported different levels of AI packages. While both the Mother 1000 and 9000 series are sophisticated, interactive models that over time can develop rudimentary personalities, most military, cargo, and utilitarian craft of today are equipped with the standard 5000 through 8000 series. All right. While these machines can communicate through the ship's intercom system, most of them can only be directly accessed through the computer core. Card and punch code entry to the secure and static-free chamber is only granted to the vessel's commanding officer. The computer core also allows the commanding officer to issue alternate commands and override some Mother's automated routine. And you know what? I said it'd be at the end of the segment, but I'm by myself today. I can do what I want. Law Dog with Happy Mother's Day, everyone. That is right. Happy Mother's Day for all the folks out there. If you're watching some video later, it's not Mother's Day anymore. Well, guess what day I streamed it on? It's great. Thank you very much for the super chat, Law Dog. And if you weren't here earlier, you got a couple of thank yous for the memberships that you've been handing out because people are noticing. So Law Dog's been really supportive of the channel. We appreciate that. All right. Apollo. Seagun's answer to Mother, Apollo, was designed to coordinate Seegsun's working geosynthetics to run a starship. In other regards, it's less advanced than Mother models. Okay. So here we go. Skills, what do they have? We're not going to read them all. Let's look at Mother 9000 because that's got to be the best one, right? So Comtech 10. Wow, that's a lot of dice. Yeah, piloting 8, observation 10, range combat 9. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, look, it costs, what, 50 million? So you're going to be paying for it, but that's some pretty good stuff. Other ones don't even have range combat on them. Data storage. Got long data disks. We have magnetic tapes. So... And Law Dog gives up. Law Dog is killing me with these memberships because he knows I have to update the giveaway. If you don't watch the Friday stream, I do this little Hunger Games style combat thing, and I have to put everybody in manually. And so I'll have 15 people are no longer members. Oh, but I got another 24 that are. I have to do all that manually. It gives me work to do. I'm like a dancing monkey for him. But thank you for the 5 memberships. Law Dog gifted to Robert Beatty, Mike Damer, haven't seen him in a while, Sean Anderson, Jason Jacobson, and Kill Raven. There we go. So appreciate that, Law Dog. Thank you very much. Data storage, along with a gum wrapper and a few dirty tissues, people always need to carry information in their pockets. In the 22nd century, that's usually accomplished in the following ways. And you know what? I'm not going to get into the long data disks and magnetic tapes. This is going to be, when you start playing the game, you'll worry about that. And while I know this is a read through, I think we're kind of getting into the area now where I don't, it's not that all that important. We can look at these things here. So here are going to be your diagnostics and displays. I'm sure we'll explain some of this. I was looking to see if there are medical equipment here. It's probably going to be its own thing. HoloTab is 100,000. Strategic analysis platform. Oh, it's command +2. So if you've got the command skill and you're sitting there and you're using this HoloTab at the same time, boom, you get a +2. That's awesome. Okay. And yep, there we go. Let's actually look at that HoloTab. Where is it? There it is. A high-end strategic. Scroller. Where's my mouse? There it is. High-end strategic analysis platform, a holotab or holographic display table, takes scanned live or recorded information fed into it and generates a three-dimensional hologram of the subject. A holotab is usually used in conjunction with pre-existing maps or in coordination with PDDs, probably mentioned above, and parameter uplink spectrograph hardware. All right, that's pretty cool. Oh, command and observation +2. Didn't say that above, did it? Or did I just miss it? I may have just missed it. No, it just says command +2. Well, guess what? If you actually read about it, you get more. There we go. And we got optical scopes, range increased by 1 category. You're going to plop that on your gun. Got it. Binoculars, neurovisor. Okay, PUPS mapping device. Scans 1 zone per round. That's kind of cool. Okay. So let's look at that. Let's look at that PUPS. Where is it? It's got to be here, right? Neurovisor. Maybe on the next page. Nope. Did I just miss it? Well, I'm not going to keep scrolling and giving you guys some sort of... is this... Oh, these are right here. Okay, it's right here. I was looking for PUP up here. So, sometimes called PUPs, these cost-prohibitive mapping devices have been used for a good 100 years. PUPs employ limited anti-gravity propulsion to float through across an otherwise difficult-to-navigate terrain. As these orbs scout about, they constantly scan a 360-degree area. Sorry, I'm kind of hesitating here because I'm wondering, it's been a while since I've seen it. Do you think this is the same device they used at the beginning of Aliens when Ripley was still in her cryosleep when the salvagers were busting into the ship? I don't know. I can't remember exactly what that looked like. I wonder if this is the same device. Anyway, so as these orbs scout about, they constantly scan a 360-degree area around the device with mapping lasers. The PUPs then send the spectrograph information back to a sync device, usually a starship or ground-based holotab, or a monitoring station and a mobile command vehicle. All right, well, you get the idea there. So, by the way, the adventure session stream yesterday was good and entertaining and easy to jump to as I not watch it. Oh, that's awesome. That's good. Yeah. I thought so he's talking about the Palladium fantasy game that Bear is running that I'm in. Yeah, that it started off a little slow. I think it's because we were all kind of confused because we were stuck between a rock and a hard place, but it picked up, and it was actually a really, really fun adventure. So. We got a bolt gun cutting torch, got electronic tools, got it. Medical supplies. Okay, personal medical kit gives you a medical aid +2. Let's zoom in on that for you weirdos who watch on phones. I don't get that, but whatever. Some of you do it anyway. Personal medical kit. Yeah, medical aid +2. So that's beneficial for you. So if you use a $50 med kit, you could add +2 to your medical aid roll. A surgical kit, hey, and it's +1 to prevent death. So if you're making a medical roll to try to stop somebody from dying, you get a +1 to the roll. What does +1 mean in your engine? Do you remember? That's right, +1 die. So this is right here, +2 dice. There you go. Pauling Med Pod costs $2 million and automatically just has a skill of 10. It's probably something you have in a ship, right? And an auto dock is only 500,000, but it's got a medical aid of 6. Not bad. All right. So I'm not going to read any of those. I know equipment's boring for a bunch of people, and you're probably like, why are you going through this? Well, again, it is a read-through of the book, and while I'm not reading every single word, I want to show you what's in here so you can get the idea of what's up. Never sleep pills. Hey, stress level +1 per dose. Okay. You're paying $2 to gain stress. We are reading that one. We're going to find out what that caffeine does for you. All right. Hydration removes dehydration from hypersleep. Okay. Napper leave reduces stress level to 0. Oh, that's pretty good. Hey, man, I'm feeling good. They should have just called it THC. But an apple leaf reduces stress level to 0. Recreational drugs, well, it varies. And what's the effect of it? Varies. And X drugs. We don't talk about X drugs here. Max wants to know those, man. When I was younger, much younger, like half my life younger, I used to drive across country a lot, and I was a smoker at the time also, and I'd be popping no-dos and smoking cigarettes and drinking Mountain Dew like crazy, man. But hey, I could drive 16 hours, no problems. By no problems, I mean I stayed awake. I mean, there are other problems. I don't suggest that for anybody. I'm sure my heart is like 5 years older because of that now. All right, we're gonna look at never sleep pills because it doesn't seem to have a benefit. Fast-acting supplement keeps you going well past your bedtime. Excessive use can cause stroke or heart attack. Okay, I hope that's written in more than just fine print. Each dose increases your stress level 1 step, but removes the need for sleep for 1 day. Okay, there's the actual effect. And I think they should have put that in the chart. In this chart up here, I think that should have been put in the chart up there. That it removes the need for sleep for 1 day. Now it all makes sense. During that day, you cannot relieve stress. Why? Because you're so damn fidgety. You've already added stress to yourself, right? Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. We're not going to read on the other stuff. Meals. We got some meals. We got bug juice. We don't want that. Protein drink. I love it. Yum. Beer, hard liquor. Because you know what? If you're out in space, everybody's going to figure out how to make some moonshine. And is that it? Are we in the next chapter? Oh, food and drink. Okay, this is the full page art. Usually the full page art means it's time for a new chapter, but not in this case. It's got the food and drink, specialty meal, beer and booze. Oh, vehicles. Okay, we can buy some vehicles. So let's take a look at these. Zoom out. What's the expensive one? 3.1 million. What is that? UD4L Cheyenne vertical takeoff lift drop ship. All right. It can carry 15 passengers. Remember, that's the pilot plus 15 more. Maneuverability plus 2. So when you're making those pilot rolls, you get plus 2 dice. It's got a speed of 4. It can move 4 zones in 1 round. 8 if you do a double action. Hull, it's got 10. So it take 10 points of damage with an armor rating of 7. So it rolls 7 dice to reduce those damage. Boom. There you go. That's everything. 3.1 million. I can see why it costs that much. Yep. All right. I don't know what the name of the APC was. I'm guessing it's this one that they drove. Oh, no, maybe it's the M577 APC. I don't know what the APC was that they drove in Aliens. Oh, no, this is way too cheap for it. It's got to be this one, doesn't it? That's my guess. So 13 passengers. Yeah, considering that they could sit along the side. So I'm pretty sure it's this one. So 13 passengers, plus 1 maneuverability. Speed is 3. But that's pretty good for an APC. Hull is 8, so that's got some really dang good armor on it. I'm sorry, not armor. Really, it can take a beating and armor rating of 8. Best armor rating on here. Yeah, it's got to be that one. So cool. And get tractor. There we go. Okay, so it is the M57. Okay, it is the APC and Aliens. All right. So you got that. This looks like something from Star Wars, man. I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just saying it just reminds me of something from Star Wars. M570 series armor personnel carrier. Okay, let's just say they just show the wheel. You don't get anything else, but yeah, there we go. Let's page it down. So there you go. There's the M577. Yep. And that was definitely the one in the Aliens movie. Cheyenne. Spunkmeyer. All right. And suborbital transport sled and crane. Vehicle weapons. All right, let's look at what some of these vehicle weapons can do. Let's just pick this one right here. Mark 16, 150 millimeter Banshee 70. Banshee 70 unguided rocket launcher. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Goes in a long range. That's pretty good. 48,000. Triggers a blast power 12. Remember what that means? That means the blast goes into medium range. -6 for those folks in medium range. That means those folks in medium range are still getting 6 full dice of damage. Ouch. And it what? Triggers blast power 12. Okay, damage is 3. So if you roll the hit, 1 success does 3 damage. Plus it has a blast power of 12 because it says in addition to the direct damage, and it can fire full auto. Are you kidding me? That's a man's gun. Oh, it's not even it's okay. It's not a gun. It's a vehicle weapon. But you get what I'm saying. Ouch. Oh, there's a fire intensity. Fire intensity 9 for the multi-directional flame unit. That'll keep some things at bay. Wow. Okay. Oh, are we done? All right. So next week, this means we're going to start talking about space travel. Look at that. Faster than the speed of light, hypersleeping, all types of neurological disorders. Because why not? Because you're in space. So there we go. 2 videos on the gear of the game. Those videos are probably not going to get a lot of views. Probably more boring than what people are care about. But again, it's a read through, and we're kind of showing everything that's in the book. I think the amount of equipment in the game, some people might want more. Well, that's why you have. Let me get that off the screen and show you. That's why you have the Colonial Marines book. I also have it back there. That's why you have the what's the one where they're exploring space? What's it called again? Building Better Worlds, which goes into life on the frontier and a lot more survival gear and so forth. Many more rules and corporate capability. I mean, these books are thick. Look at that, because there's a lot of stuff to do in here. New classes, new star systems, like all types of craziness in here. That good information for you if you're a fan of the Aliens universe and want to play the Alien RPG. So, you might feel that the gear in here is limited, but I mean, to be fair, you can make any gun you want, right? You just say, I think the gun does this damage, and I think it has this effect, and so forth. Just copy one of the other guns and call it something else. So. Anything else in, do the aliens treat androids the same way as they do in the movies? Are they priority targets? I haven't seen that said, El De Luna, in here. We covered the one little section that's the only section so far that we found on synthetics. But I haven't read that. Now, a game master might just choose to do that on his own. Little girl, you are not getting, go away. This is my time. Go away. Bye, kitty. But no, I haven't seen anything on that. But maybe as we get further into the book, maybe when we talk about xenomorphs, we'll get into that. But we'll find out in a few weeks when we actually start talking about creatures. So, for to talk to folks then.